Harry, this is Lord Potato, and this is what if Boruto was the reincarnation of Blackbeard. Zahahahaha! Okay, so yeah, this is what if not Naruto, Boruto was the reincarnation of Blackbeard. So, part 2. So last time I left it off was where Boruto did not get trained by anyone, not even Sasuke, not even Naruto, not even Hinata, not even his clan members, but instead they all trained Hinabi. Not Hinabi, Hinawari. Hinawari also got the nine-tail cloak, like about like three-tail chakra and all that. Three-tail chakra, which when she had to go fight against Boruto in the what's called tuning exams, she easily lost to Boruto because no one knew about Boruto's moves or anything at all. Boruto still wasn't even showing a fraction of his power that much. So yeah, of course he kicks Naruto into the wall. Well, even Naruto reluctant, he got kicked into a wall. The Utsutsuki came, they took Naruto. Of course, Sasuke and other Kages did tell Boruto that if Boruto helps them, then Boruto can get a boat and sail the sea and won't be relieved from being a ninja. So yeah. So of course, and also won't be counted as a rogue ninja and all that. So yeah, with that happening, Boruto, he helped them. He easily took out the two Uzutsukis. Yes, because Kimishiki still got absorbed and all that. So yeah, of course, Naruto says he wanted to deny the fact that Boruto should not beat this, and still he gets kicked into another wall because Boruto gives no flying fucks. And of course, Boruto went to the land of waves. This is where I kind of last left off. Now, Boruto meets his first crew member. It's he's about like, he's only like, how should I say? The person he meets is only like 12 years old also, but looks like he's about 20. Not really. His name is Zakirin. Oh, not Zakirin. Barunjo. Barunjo is this muscular man. Only his head is mostly like a muscle instead of having brains. It's muscle. Everything's muscle. He basically is just a strength person and all that. He was punching and killing this person because this person pissed him off. So yeah. Of course, Barancho noticed Boruto right there. Boruto is laughing. Zahahaha! You have very good strength and power. Would you like to join my crew into becoming, well, fear around the nation? Barancho said. You want? Yeah. Let's show this world our power. Do you have any other crew members? Boruto says, no, but I do have a ship that a Kage gave it to me. I forcibly tell him to give it to me. Boruto was like, oh, that's interesting. So, of course, they also met someone in the Waveland, a sniper named, Shing, you know what? That's correct. Call it Shing. So Baranjo and Shing. So Boruto asked the sniper to join. Yes. Okay. Think of all what's called Blackbeard's like members, but all of them in like the Boruto world. They aren't reincarnated that much. So yeah, but they do have similar personality to those of the Blackbeard's crew members. Was that happening? Boruto has Shing and Barunjo. He got muscles and also he got what's called a sniper. So the sniper is very good at using his own like a flintlock pistol, what's called sniper weapon or whatever that sniper had in Blackbeard's crew, whatever it's called. So yeah, of course, this is where I'm not actually gonna go into details and what's gonna happen for the next 4 years. Now, why I'm going in 4 years instead of like, I don't know, just a couple months and all that, is because I want Boruto to be 16 already. And not 12 still. Because I don't think anyone would be feared by a, 12-year-old. But of course, Boruto is now 16, and he is about 5'10". Now he's not this like big guy still like what's it called Blackbeard, but his skin is pretty dark. He has been in the sun. He got a tan, okay? Also, he does have a beard already. I mean, people are gonna ask me, but wait, a 16-year-old cannot have a beard. We live in a modern society, guys. Everyone almost has a. Well, I mean, when I was 16, someone had a beard, and I also did have a beard. Someone, it was growing there. You can't tell me that you have not seen one person in your class or wherever you went, a 16-year-old having a fucking beard and having deep ass voice. I have seen it before. You can't bullshit me with that. So yeah. So of course Boruto has a beard and his hair is black and all that. He also does have a pirate hat and his pirate coat and all that. Now of course he has about what's it called? I think it was what's it called? 6 ships and Blackbeard's what's it called army and all that. Like there were 6 ships and there were 6 commanders and those that command the ships and blah 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 and had a bunch of army. Yes. Now I should also mention, where did Boruto get the other members? He traveled to different islands and met them, and also went into prison for them. So you know where Naruto kind of went into that whole movie to like help this like prison see the evil villain and whatever, defeat him and all that. Boruto goes to the same prison, but he goes there to free people, to make people join him. So yeah, with that happening, Boruto has basically an army. Now, the army is basically called the Blackbeard Pirates. Nothing else. So yeah, with that happening, also Boruto has went after what's it called? Karin? Yeah, Car. Not Karin, but Car. You know, the what's it called? The organization that had Kiwaki and all that. Yeah, Boruto has went after them because they were getting annoyed the fact that this organization has to keep pissing them off. So Boruto has slaughtered through half the people that worked for Car and all that. Now, where's Kawaki? If you're gonna ask where's Kawaki, Kawaki's actually with Naruto. So that's still gonna happen. Kawaki is actually more interested in what's called as a older brother to Imawari, and also more into what's called Sadara and all that. Okay, but yeah, and Naruto he has to what's called whatever what was it? Reciprocal for his what's it called sin of like not training his own son, so he decides to train Kawaki because he sees more inside of him and blah blah blah, him inside him and blah blah blah. With that happening, Kawaki has just been training with 7 Hokage. Now we're going into the fact that Ishishiki has actually decided to try to take Kawaki and decide to fight now against Naruto, and yeah. So think of everything that Naruto think happens, but with Hinawari being there to actually help Kawaki and all that from Ishiki. Now we're going into the fight where Naruto's actually going to use Bardian more. Now Hinawari is there with Sadara and also Sasuke and Kawaki, and not Mitsuki because Mitsuki will be training with his like somewhat father, mother, whatever, father/mother Orochimaru. Okay, that's the best way to describe him. Okay, or just an entity wanting to learn all the knowledge. Okay, so with that happening, of course, who's gonna be saving what's it called Sasuke from getting crushed by a giant freaking square? Is actually gonna be trying to do Sadara, and she managed to break the what's it called Sword of the Cube, but then fall down, cause yeah. And of course, not Boruto. Now, Boruto, he actually did get a tip from his crew members, like not his elite what's called strongest members, but just some low members. And they told him about Ishiki Utsuki, also known as Jigen. Jigen, whatever. The true leader of Car organization. Also, he is the last member out of all the other car members. If we take them out, then the car members will be split up so much easier to easily kill them. And Boruto was just amazed with the person's genius and decided to point that one low-ranking member to a higher rank, but into the smart genius department. So yeah. Now let me go back to Boruto. Boruto's army has grown stronger, but also has great weapons of mass destruction. Modern weapons, okay? Since technology is evolving, modern weapons will be evolving at the same time. Like guns and all them others, like AK-47, RPG, tanks. Okay, the ship is also going to be modernized a lot. So the ship that Boruto had, that kind of got gave to him, got destroyed, but of course he got another ship that got more technology in it. So yeah, also his like higher ranking soldiers and all that, they sort of have some technology, but some of them didn't want to. So yeah. But yeah, some of the technology will actually be there to help them without their devil fruit. Since some of them will not have a devil fruit, the technology would be there to and blah, blah, blah. How you fucking say that word? Whatever. Kind of just be there instead of the devil fruit. Yeah. Now, why I'm kind of just making telling the details on what's happening to Boruto and all that is because the motherfucker in my chat, Mr. Trollface, fuck off, okay? You were basically telling me that Naruto's gonna win, blah blah blah, because Boruto's so weaker. You realize Boruto has Hawking, 2 devil fruits that he didn't eat, okay? That's Blackbeard's reincarnation, so he's still gonna have the powers. So he isn't weakened to water because he didn't eat them. And there's no devil fruit curse in the whole Boruto world. So basically, the devil fruit does not affect. Well, first of all, he still has the power. He has no weakness to it. Okay. He also has chakra. He has other bloodlines like the Hyuga and Uzumaki. Goddamn, do I have to say more? He also has a Jogan, which in reality should be stronger than that of the Tenseigan, the Byakugan. Besides, Naruto had trouble with the Tenseigan, and also the Byakugan needed to kick his ass. So yeah. But yeah, do I gotta say more? No? Right, okay. Let me begin. Let me keep continuing. Something to freaking stop annoying me, because that actually made me like stayed up for 1 o'clock and I had to go to sleep. I was like, do I have to explain more? You want screw it. I just explain this and then tell you to leave me alone. Because there were so many, I should stop being distracted. So yeah, Boruto, his technology is now growing more in his pirate fleet and all that. So Boruto's actually taking his 9 strongest members to go towards where Jigen's at. So of course, Ishiki's right now, well not Ishiki, Boruto gets there and tells his members to lay low. And Boruto is now just watching this, eating popcorn, because right now he's just seeing this incredible fight with Naruto Uzumaki and Baryanmore. Baryanmore. And Ishiki Utsutsuki right now fighting against Naruto. So think of what happens in the anime, okay? Or in the manga. Whatever you like to think about. Of course, Naruto still gets his ass kicked until it kind of falls down. And of course, Kawaki is hiding, supposed to be hiding and all that. And Ishiki is saying, now, Kawaki, get out here and fight me. He's coughing up blood awesome, because he took more damage and all. Boruto's eating fucking popcorn, loving the fact if Naruto dies and Ishiki Utsutsuki dies, he has 2 left problems to deal with. He's just watching this. He's like, I should probably get down there and actually kill them myself. And then he gets up and tells his army to let's go. So of course Boruto gets down there. Now, Ishiki is telling what's called Kawaki that come here. And of course Kawaki did a shadow clone and all that, his trick Ishiki, I think that's what happened in the manga. I can't remember exactly, but yeah. I probably skipped that detail because I kind of went through it. So yeah, with that happening, Ishiki tries to, well, use him as a new vessel, but then gets tricked and then he explodes or whatever. The fuck happened? I forgot what even happened to Ishiki Utsuki, okay? Fuck's sake. So yeah. Of course, Naruto is saying, Kiwaki, you're fine. Of course, this is where Boruto comes in. But of course, he has a, not mask, a hood over him so no one can see. And he kicks Kawaki to the freaking wall. Naruto, damn it, tries to get back up. And Boruto puts his feet onto Naruto's chest and say, don't move. Seven Hokage. Zahahaha. Zahahaha. So yeah. Besides, that's how Blackbeard laughs. He says zahahaha. So yeah. Now, of course, Naruto's trying to get back up, but he doesn't have any chakra, and Kurama's gone, okay? Got one shot, okay? Kurama's mode, yeah, one shot him, he's dead. Rip Kurama. I'm still kind of salty that Kurama dies. Yeah, it was the most saltiest thing when I saw that in the manga. I was like, oh, you fucking serious? Yeah. That's why I stopped watching. I stopped reading the manga in what's called Boruto for a while, so I don't know what happens further than that after the... Well, I know what happens, but kind of stopped reading, but yeah, you get the point. So, go back to the anime. I mean, not anime, what if? Now, Boruto's laughing, and of course Kawaki tries to get back up and say, you're not killing him. He's my father, and I won't let you kill him. Of course, there was Sasuke, and Sadaru gets there, and also, well, Sadaru's carrying up Sasuke up, like, trying to carry him up, and also Hinawari's helping. Now, where was Hinawari? She kind of had her arm sort of twisted still. The same fact as Boruto. So, she's still kind of shooting. Now, Sasuke says, ugh. So he can't activate his Monica Sharingan, but he still has his Rinnegan, but not has that much chakra, okay? Does not have that much chakra. And of course, this is where Kawaki said, you're not killing the seven Hokage. I'm a ninja belief village. And Boruto says, kill him? Well, this will be a little less problem towards what's called Naruto Uzumaki, the seven Hokage. Boruto just, like, moves his legs, like, you know how you're squishing a bug and all that? Yeah, kind of twists his leg onto Naruto's chest. And Naruto is kind of coughing up blood and screaming and all that. So yeah, Boruto's giving no flying fucks. Now, of course, this is where Kawaki tries to go after Boruto. And of course, then gets sniped in the, like, arm. Kawaki says, what the? Yes. Yeah, I think I call him Shinto or Shino. Shino, she just shot, what's it called, Kawaki, like the, what's it called, shoulder, with his motorized sniper. Now, I'm gonna say the fifth, no, I'm just kidding, not 50 caliber, because that would just would blow off his arm, okay? Now, I just say, he shot Kawaki with a M24. Yes. So, of course, Kawaki stumbles back and says, what was that? And Naruto says, stop, please. If you have to kill me, then. Boruto says, with pleasure. Takes off his what's it called? Not cut, hood, and says, hello there, father. And Naruto just realized, Boruto? And Boruto says, yeah, of course. Now, you said kill you, right? Boruto puts, what's it called? Darkness around his, like, arm and all that. Not darkness, but armor hawking. And was about to just punch what's called Naruto. Now Sasuke says no, and uses the Rinnegan to switch places with Naruto with his spot. And Boruto was actually hoping for Sasuke to actually switch places. Because Boruto now just, what's called, instead of, like, clenching his fist, like, puts his, like, hand into, well, kind of moves like 3 fingers up, so the thumb and the what's called 2 fingers, to claw out what's called Sasuke's Rinnegan out. Yes. Now, both Sasuke and Naruto are nerfed now to shit ton. Okay, that was still gonna happen. Even though Momoshiki or Ishiki are not there, Boruto's gonna make them become Nerf, so he can actually fight them in a true sort of battleground. Okay. When Boruto does like pull out his eye, does also pull out kunai and stab his other eye, so he will not have his Sharingan, so he won't be able to turn that into a Rinnegan. Okay, that's what Boruto thought, because yes, he doesn't want to deal with another fucking Rinnegan user. Sakura said no. Activate her Sharingan to what's called just the 3 Tomoyas, because she only had 2 Tomoyas. No, I'm gonna say she does have the MS now. And she tells Boruto, "Get away from my father." And Boruto says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Sakura, but no, I'm not getting away from your father. I'm killing both Sasuke and Naruto." Zahahaha. Of course, this is where Sakura tries to run at Boruto and tries to punch him. This is where what's it called? Did I call him Bruno? No, Bruso? Whatever. What the fuck did I call him again? Bruno, Bruso, whatever the heck I call him. The muscle guy comes out of nowhere and punches Sakura out of the way into a wall. Kawaki and Hinawari are shocked. Now, Kawaki is shocked because whoever this person is has just taken out Sasuke, and he had trouble taking out Sasuke, okay? Because he was training with Sasuke and he gets knocked the fuck out. Now, Kawaki says, "Who are you?" Hinawari says, "Brother, why are you doing this?" And Kawaki says, "Brother, who are you exactly?" And Boruto turns around. Also, Boruto's skin is pretty dark, okay? It's not as dark as Blackbeard's, but yeah, you get the point. Boruto turns around and says, "My name is Boruto Uzumaki Namikaze. What used to be the son of Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. But now, my name is Martian D. Teach. I am Blackbeard, and I will be killing my parents. If that's the last thing I do, zahahaha, zahahaha." So of course Kawaki tries to use his put his, it's called mechanic arm back into his left arm and tries to punch at Boruto. Now Boruto says, "Samurai?" And a samurai came out of nowhere. So what's it called? There's actually a crew member in Blackbeard that used to be a Marines, Marines, what is it called? A Marine warden, but in this one, he's actually gonna be in the prison's warden. He was locked up because how he abused the prisoners and all that, and he's actually now what's called one of Boruto's greatest members in using the samurai. Well, it's not samurai, a katana, a sword, and he slices Kawaki's left arm off, and Kawaki says, "What the?" So yeah. So, of course, Kawaki's sort of bleeding from his right arm and does not have his left arm. It gets sliced off clean. So, the samurai's name is Koshoran. And, he looks at Boruto and says, "Are you okay, leader?" And Boruto just laughs and says, "Zahahaha! Zahahaha! Of course I'm okay. Luckily I have my crew here. And when I take out the Uchiha and Uzumaki, there will be no one to stop me." Now, of course, Sakura still tries to get back up. And this is where one of Boruto's female crew members comes and just smashes Sakura back into the wall. And her name is Zalana. That's what I'm going to call her. And of course, Sakura said, "No, you can't do this." Boruto, he pulls out his claw, the metal claw, and just slices Sasuke's head off. So Sakura says, "No!" Boruto just says, "Zahahaha! Zahahaha!" So yeah, of course, this is what Naruto says, "Sasuke, no!" He doesn't have any more chakra, and Hinawari to say, "No, father, stop." We gotta get away from Naruto and the others. This is where Naruto does tell the other crew members to come out, and this is where one of the crew members go big because of all the technology that's inside him. You know, the one that has sort of a double fruit that would allow him to go big, and Blackbeard's crew members and all. His name was Karazan. Of course, he does not have the double fruit to expand and all that. So with that happening, technology kind of involved him to actually put chakra into his body so he can expand like an like Choji or anyone else that's our whatever the fuck they're called. I forgot the last name. But yeah, and punches Naruto out of the way. This is where another Devil Fruit user comes out of nowhere. Now, this is where someone named Vasco Shaw. So I'm not gonna change his name yet, not at all. Vasco Shaw is still gonna be the same in the whole Black Pirates crew and now Boruto's crew. His ability, well, is to be drunk as shit and shoot at people. So, but of course, in this one he doesn't have flintlocks or anything. He has basically what's called modern weapons. He got a what's called how should I say, a Desert Eagle in one hand, and in the other hand he has about a Glock. He just starts shooting at what's called Naruto and Hinawari. Hinawari managed to dodge, but Naruto wasn't lucky and gets shot in both his legs. This is where someone named Doc comes in and says, "I see you need help. Here you go." Tries to give him a green apple, but Hinawari tries to attack him. And of course he jumps back and says, "I'm just only trying to help, you know that, little girl?" And of course Hinawari says, "No, I'm not letting you touch my father. Who are you exactly?" The dog says, "I guess you actually found me out." So he gets next to Boruto. And of course, Bruce comes out of nowhere and tries to punch at Hinawari and what's called Naruto. And of course, Hinawari tries to use the what's called rotation and gets Bruce gets pushed back and he says, You are pretty strong, but you won't be stronger than I." This is where another person comes out of nowhere and tries to kill Naruto by just pulling out a gun and trying to shoot him. Hinawari does use rotation, and this person is named, well, let's call it Havalo Parzara. So the same person in the Black Pirates and all that, he was sort of a prince from a sort of small, what's called, village and all that. But of course he was threatening the whole village, and of course they rise up and try to kill him, and of course he ran away. So yeah, that would be still the same story. So, there's actually one member left that is not going to be in this raid to kill Naruto and Sasuke, and that is Lefin. Lefin is someone that usually manipulates people by putting them in a genjutsu. Sort of the same thing as an illusion, like in the Black Pirates crew members. Now, he puts genjutsu over people and does make them, well, like, go insane and kill themselves. So yeah, Boruto, that's why he picks him as a worthy trust man. So yeah, he's very sort of loyal and all that. Well, not very. Yeah, he's very loyal and all that to Boruto and all that. Now, with that happening, Boruto walks up to Hinawari and Hinawari tries to attack Boruto. Boruto easily just slaps her away and goes up to Naruto and says, "Old man, this is your end." And Naruto says, "Boruto, why are you doing this?" Boruto, he tells his crew member to come, and of course, what's called Bruno to actually hold Hinawari down. And of course, this is where Naruto gets lifted up by two of Boruto's crew member, and Bruno just like sort of put Hinawari down so she will not try to stop Boruto. And Boruto says, "Old man, since this is your end of your world and life, I will give you something not very pleasurous to actually die for." Boruto covered his hand in black armament honking and shoved his hand through Naruto's chest, ripping out his heart. Hinawari is crying, saying, "No!" Kawaki saying no also. they can do jack shit. And Boruto is going Zahahaha, Zahahaha. And of course, he tells the members to like point what's called Naruto's head towards where Shunsu's at, and Shunsu just snipes what's called shoots a bullet through Naruto's head. And of course, Naruto's head. And of course, Boruto tells his members to let him go and die. And of course, Boruto does crush what's called Naruto's heart. So he will not be able to heal permanently. So yeah. Of course, this is where Boruto and his crew members all leave. Also, Bruno does also like jump away and run towards what's called the others. Hinawari says, "Father, no!" Sada's knocked out. She cannot do anything. And of course, Kiwaki cannot do anything. And Hinawari is just crying because her father just gets killed by Boruto Uzumaki. Zahahaha! Zahahaha! So yeah. Now, Boruto gets back to his crew, and he celebrates the death of Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha. He thinks he did a a good thing, and does pat himself in the back. And does tell everyone to get out the booze, get out the drinks and food. We're having a celebration! We killed two very powerful people. 2 less problems. And also a third one. But like celebrate! Zahahaha! So yeah, Boruto and the others are just celebrating. While back to the Leaf Village. Everyone is crying the fact that Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha are now dead. So now Hinata is crying because she could have done something to stop Boruto. Like help him out, train him. No, she didn't do jack shit. So of course Boruto went evil. So, if Mr. Trollface does say, "Bro, why the fuck you just killed Naruto and Sasuke like that?" Because I can. And that'll be a less problem. You ask how he's gonna be defeated. So yeah, this is how he's gonna be defeated. Naruto and Sasuke gets defeated. So yeah, with that happening, Boruto, he's just celebrating, getting food, getting, females and all. Yeah, you get the point. He's basically Blackbeard. He does not care. So yeah. And also, Sarah is trying to train more. She does not know how to use her Mannequin Sharingan. And the fact that, Sasuke Uchiha had the last, Sharingans out to actually switch them out. They can't switch out Sarah's eyes, or she can't get the EMS. So yeah, Boruto also calculated his head in there. So that's why he stabbed what's called Sasuke's Sharingans out, but also took his Rinnegan with him. So Boruto has the Rinnegan. He never crushed that. Boruto's actually thinking of planting that in his right eye, not his left eye, because his left eye has the Jogan, and he knows what the Jogan does. Now, Boruto puts his, he decides to tell one of the medics, not medics, one of the doctors, his great doctor personality and all that, to, crewman also, to also, take out his right eye and put in that Rinnegan. So now Boruto has the Rinnegan. Now the doctor did heal the eye and all that. So Boruto has the Rinnegan and Jogan. And 2 Devil Fruit users, 2 Devil Fruits that he has, Hawking, and a lot of chakra because of the Uzumaki. So yeah. With that happening, this is actually not where I'm going to leave it off, okay? Now, back to the Leaf Village. The Leaf Village was crying, murmuring, all that, kind of crying the fact. Now, who's going to become the next Hokage? Instead of the 7th Hokage being the 7th Hokage, the 8th Hokage will actually be Konohamaru. Konohamaru or Kakashi. Which I'm kind of leaning into, Kakashi more. So he can actually become the 6th Hokage back again. But I'm going to speed this up and actually make Konohamaru the 8th Hokage instead of being Kakashi taking over. So, of course, Konohamaru has become this 8th Hokage and now is trying to help Sadara, Mitsuki, and the others. So Mitsuki and Sadora has actually became tuning and all that. Hinamari also became tuning, but Kawaki, he took a lot of damage from Boruto's, crew. So, this is where Boruto's actually hunting down the last members of the Kara organization. Like Code, what is her name again? The one with blue hair and pink hair. And also that kid. So, Boruto has told his crew to actually go find the last members of Kara. So, of course, Boruto and his crew have actually managed to find lower less members and kill them off. But also, higher members have actually found Code and the others. Now, of course, this is where, the blue hair with pink hair tries to, she knows everything in the war and all that. She knows about the Blackbeard, but cannot actually figure out what they are doing. She cannot see that. Because Boruto has Hawking, and Hawking does block out that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say. So yeah, with that happening, she cannot see what the Blackbeards are doing. So, Car is such a disadvantage. They can't take out Boruto, because Boruto is one of the strongest out of everyone now. He has the Renegon, the 6 Tomoe Renegon, and the Jogon. Who's going against him? Well, you're going to have to find that out next part. Because this is where I'm actually going to leave it off. Zahahaha! Now, I just love his, laugh. Let me say that again. I love Blackbeard's laugh because it's very easy to remember somehow. Well, I forgot to say that last episode. For some reason, I just laughed normally. I forgot to do zahahaha because for some reason I forgot zahahaha. So yeah, but I'll go rewatch the thing and I just say, oh, that's how you say it. Fuck's sakes, I'm an idiot. But I like his laugh a lot. That's actually one of the greatest laughs. Well, second to greatest laughs. I had a teacher that kind of laughed weird and all that. And I was like, that was one of the best laughs I actually have ever heard. I'm not going into my personal life, but yeah. With that happening, this is, not the end and all that, but this is the end of the video. So yeah, I also wanted to, say something. So, I'm gonna just say one thing. Go subscribe to Sage Muten, or however you like to say it. Because right now he's making a, a sort of fan, fan Dragon Ball Z or something, Super or something. Fan service, not fan service, what am I talking about? Like a fan basic and all that. I can't even speak right now. But yes. Go subscribe to him. He's doing a lot of work on it. I think so. Well, he had a stress time. That's why he kind of told me and all that. And what title he wanted to think about it. So it's called Dragon Ball. I'm gonna fuck up the word because I suck at right now reading that now. Yeah, you can see the title. But yeah. So yeah, with that happening, yeah, go subscribe to him. And also go subscribe to Iconic Whatevs. He's still uploading. And who else am I missing? Oh yeah, the man, the legend, the myth, Infamous Chaos. I think he died. He probably died 2 months. No, I'm just kidding. Because if Infamous Chaos is watching this, he's probably gonna say, "Motherfucker, I'm not dead." But yeah. He has been gone for 2 months, but still subscribe to him. I don't know. I don't know when he's going to upload ever again. Probably never, but hey. I'm just saying. But yes, that is all for today. And, I have 2 new what if ideas. Well, they're requested what if ideas, and I should have done one 4 days ago. And, one is actually, something I've been thinking the whole day. During when I was working. But the title, that'll be something I'm gonna say if I record it. Probably too late. What time is it? Shit. I'm gonna have to go to sleep, maybe. But yes, with that happening, have a nice potato day. Potato night, potato sleep, potato.